welcome to GlowBeyond 50. I'm so incredibly happy you've chosen to spend some time with us today, because we're about to dive into a topic that is profoundly important for anyone navigating the journey of life after 50. Our focus today is 5 nuts to avoid and 5 nuts to eat after 50. Risks and benefits few people know about. If your goal is to live a healthier, more energetic, and truly proactive life as you embrace your middle years and beyond, then believe me, this video isn't just informative, it's absolutely crucial for your well-being. Now, let's be honest with each other for a moment. When you picture a healthy snack, what's one of the first things that pops into your mind? For most of us, it's nuts, right? We've been told for decades that these little powerhouses are packed with good stuff, and that's often true. But here's a surprising, and somewhat counterintuitive, truth that many people overlook. Some nuts, the very ones you might innocently consider to be the epitome of health, can actually create unexpected issues for your liver, put undue stress on your kidneys, or even contribute to unwelcome spikes in your blood pressure. This is especially true as our bodies undergo natural changes after we reach our 50s. This isn't just a fleeting health trend, it's a critical piece of knowledge that can significantly impact your health and comfort. It's time to pull back the curtain and empower you with accurate, actionable information. To illustrate this point, let me share a real-life scenario that many people can relate to. Take Mark, for instance. He's 58, and like so many of us, he's always looking for ways to make healthier choices for his lifestyle. So, he enthusiastically adopted a new habit, enjoying a generous handful of mixed nuts every single evening. He was genuinely convinced this was the absolute best and healthiest snack choice he could make. He was consistent, he was dedicated, and he truly believed he was doing everything right for his body. However, after just 3 short months of this new routine, Mark started noticing some troubling changes. His blood pressure readings began to creep up, he found himself struggling with restless nights, tossing and turning, unable to get the quality sleep he needed. On top of that, persistent fatigue settled in, and he simply couldn't understand why. It wasn't until he meticulously reviewed the ingredient list of his seemingly healthy snack mix and then thoughtfully connected those ingredients to his body's subtle, yet persistent, negative reactions that he finally started to connect the dots and understand what was truly happening. We certainly don't want you to experience the same confusion and frustration that Mark did. That's precisely why I strongly encourage you, please watch this entire video from beginning to end. We're going to unveil exactly which specific nuts you should seriously consider removing from your daily diet, those that might be silently undermining your health goals. And perhaps even more importantly, we'll guide you directly to the right nuts, the ones that genuinely nourish your body and can help you live a healthier, sharper, and more energetic life, every single day. Before we jump into the details, if you find this information valuable and helpful, please take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button and also ring the notification bell. Doing so ensures you'll never miss any of our insightful, in-depth daily and weekly videos from GlowBeyond 50, all specifically designed to help you not just survive, but truly thrive after 50. Let's embark on this enlightening journey together. Why nuts can harm or help your health after 50. Alright, let's talk about the why. Why is it so crucial to be picky about your nuts once you hit the big 5 to 0? It all comes down to the natural shifts our bodies go through as we age. Think of your body like a finely tuned machine that's been running for 5 decades. It's still amazing, but some parts just don't work with the same efficiency they once did. After 50, our physiological functions naturally begin to decline. Our kidneys and liver, which are vital for detoxifying our bodies, might not process things as quickly. Our digestive system can become a bit more sluggish, leading to issues like bloating or constipation. Our cardiovascular system, our heart and blood vessels, needs more support to maintain healthy blood pressure and cholesterol levels. And let's not forget our cognitive function, keeping our memory sharp and our brains agile becomes a key priority. These changes mean that our bodies become more susceptible to certain conditions. We see an increased risk of high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, and various forms of chronic inflammation. These aren't just abstract medical terms, they're real challenges that can impact your energy, your mobility, and your overall quality of life. What you eat, especially something as concentrated as nuts, can either help mitigate these risks or, unfortunately, exacerbate them. So, are nuts inherently good or bad? The simple answer is, it depends. Nuts are undeniably a nutritional powerhouse. They're packed with beneficial unsaturated fats, essential omega-3 fatty acids, especially certain types, plant-based protein, and crucial dietary fiber. Many nuts are also excellent sources of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant, and magnesium, which is vital for everything from muscle function to sleep. When chosen correctly and eaten in the right amounts, they can be fantastic allies in supporting your heart health, brain function, bone density, and even stable blood sugar. However, the flip side is just as important. If you choose the wrong types of nuts or consume them in excessive quantities, you could inadvertently be doing more harm than good. For instance, some nuts are incredibly calorie-dense, and overeating them can quickly lead to unwanted weight gain. Others contain compounds that, in large amounts, can lead to a micronutrient overload. Think of it like taking too much of a good thing, which can become toxic. Eating too many of certain nuts can also cause digestive discomfort like bloating and gas, especially if your digestive system is already a bit sensitive. And, crucially, certain nuts or their preparation methods can contribute to elevated blood pressure or other cardiovascular issues. Consider the example of sodium. Many popular roasted nuts are heavily salted. While a little salt is fine, excessive sodium intake is a known contributor to high blood pressure, a condition many over 50 are already managing or trying to prevent. Similarly, some nuts are rich in oxalates, which for certain individuals can contribute to kidney stone formation if consumed in large quantities. The right approach to nuts. So, you might be asking, how do I know what's right for me? That's exactly what we're here to help you with. It's not about demonizing all nuts, it's about making smart, informed choices that align with your body's unique needs after 50. It's about ensuring that every bite truly delivers the benefits you deserve. Without any hidden pitfalls, knowing which nuts to embrace and which to approach with caution can make a world of difference in how you feel day to day and how well your body functions long term. It's about optimizing your nutrition to support your aging body, not burden it. With that understanding in mind, let's move on to the practical stuff. We're going to dive into the definitive list of 5 types of nuts you should generally avoid after 50, and then, even more importantly, 5 types you should definitely be eating correctly to ensure your body truly gets the maximum benefit it deserves. Stay with us. 5 nuts to avoid after 50. Alright, let's get straight to the crucial part. Now that we understand why making smart choices about nuts is so important after 50, it's time to talk specifics. We're going to dive into 5 types of nuts that you should generally be cautious about, or even avoid, once you're past your 5th decade. These aren't necessarily bad nuts in every context, but for our bodies after 50, their risks often outweigh their benefits, especially when eaten incorrectly or in excess. For each one, I'll tell you why they can be problematic, backed by some science, and then offer smarter alternatives or a safer way to consume them if you absolutely love them. Point 1. Brazil nuts. Let's start with Brazil nuts. These are pretty popular, often found in mixed nut bags, and they're well known for one thing, being incredibly rich in selenium. Selenium is an essential mineral, vital for thyroid function, immune health, and even has antioxidant properties. Sounds great, right? Here's the catch: especially after 50, Brazil nuts are too rich in selenium. Just one single Brazil nut can often provide more than your entire daily recommended intake of selenium. While selenium is necessary, too much of it can quickly lead to selenium toxicity, a condition that's no fun at all. Symptoms can include hair loss, fatigue, nausea, diarrhea, and in severe cases, even nerve damage or kidney stones. Your body's ability to process and excrete excess minerals can become less efficient with age, making you more susceptible to this kind of overload. Many people unknowingly eat several Brazil nuts a day, thinking they're boosting their health, but actually pushing themselves into dangerous territory. Our recommendation, unless you have a diagnosed selenium deficiency and are advised by a doctor, it's generally best to avoid regular consumption of Brazil nuts after 50. If you truly feel you need a selenium boost, aim for no more than 1 to 2 nuts per week, and consider getting your selenium from other, less concentrated sources, like tuna, chicken, or fortified cereals. Diversifying your diet is always a safer bet than relying on one super concentrated source. Point 2. Peanuts. Next up is the humble peanut. Now, technically, peanuts aren't true nuts, they're legumes, like beans or lentils. But they're so widely consumed. As if they were nuts, we absolutely have to talk about them. Peanuts are everywhere: peanut butter, mixed nuts, snacks. They're cheap and convenient. The main concern with peanuts, particularly for older adults, revolves around potential mold contamination. Peanuts are highly susceptible to aflatoxins, which are toxic compounds produced by certain molds. Aflatoxins are potent carcinogens, meaning they can significantly damage your liver and drastically increase your risk of liver cancer, especially with long-term exposure. While regulatory bodies try to control aflatoxin levels, the risk is still present, and older livers may be more vulnerable to damage. Furthermore, the oils in peanuts can be quite heavy and difficult for an aging digestive system to break down efficiently, potentially leading to indigestion or discomfort. Our recommendation: if you're going to eat peanuts, choose organic, unshelled Varieties whenever possible, as the shell offers some protection against mold. Opt for dry roasted or raw peanuts without added salt or sugar. And critically, if you see any signs of mold or discoloration, throw them out immediately. Better yet, consider replacing peanuts with safer, true nuts that offer similar protein and healthy fats without the aflatoxin risk. Point 3. Cashews. Cashews. These creamy, buttery nuts are a favorite for many, often found in stir-fries, snacks, and vegan cheeses. They taste delicious, but they come with a significant caution for the over 50 crowd. The primary issue with cashews is their relatively high content of oxalates. Oxalates are natural compounds found in many plants, and while generally harmless in moderation, a high intake can be problematic. For individuals susceptible to kidney stones, a diet rich in oxalates can contribute to their formation. As kidney function can naturally decline with age, this risk becomes more pertinent. Additionally, cashews can be quite heavy on the digestive system, especially if eaten on an empty stomach or in large quantities, leading to bloating and digestive discomfort. They are also surprisingly high in calories for their size. Our recommendation: if you enjoy cashews, consume them in very limited quantities. A serving of 5 to 7 cashews at a time is usually sufficient. To help reduce their oxalate content and improve digestibility, consider soaking them in water for a few hours, or even overnight, before consumption. This practice can help break down some of the problematic compounds. Always eat them as part of a meal, not as a standalone snack on an empty stomach. Point 4. Salted roasted almonds. Now, let's talk about salted roasted almonds. Almonds themselves are fantastic, and we'll discuss their benefits later. But that salted, roasted part is where the problem lies, especially if you're over 50. These are incredibly common and often seen as a healthy alternative to chips. The main culprit here is the high sodium content. A single serving of heavily salted almonds can contain a significant portion of your daily recommended sodium intake. For people over 50, who are already at a higher risk for or managing high blood pressure, hypertension, this added sodium is detrimental. High sodium intake directly contributes to increased blood pressure, which puts extra strain on your heart and arteries, increasing your risk of heart attack, stroke, and kidney issues. Beyond hypertension, excessive sodium can also lead to water retention, causing uncomfortable bloating and swelling. Many commercially roasted nuts also use industrial salts and oils that aren't the best for your cardiovascular system. Our recommendation: this one is easy: avoid salted roasted almonds altogether. Instead, choose raw almonds or dry roasted almonds with no added salt. You still get all the amazing nutritional benefits of the almond without the unnecessary and harmful sodium overload. If you miss the savory crunch, try seasoning plain almonds with a little paprika or chili powder instead of salt. Point 5. Macadamia nuts. Finally, we come to macadamia nuts. These are delicious, buttery, and often lauded for their healthy monounsaturated fats. They're a popular choice in many keto or low-carb diets. However, the significant issue with macadamia nuts, particularly for those over 50, is their extremely high calorie density. While they offer healthy fats, they are by far one of the most calorie-dense nuts. Just a small handful can pack a substantial caloric punch. For individuals who are less active, which often happens as we age, or who are actively trying to manage their weight or lose a few pounds, macadamia nuts can easily lead to unintended weight gain if not consumed with extreme moderation. Their rich, satisfying flavor can also make it easy to overeat them without realizing how many calories you're consuming. Our recommendation: if you love macadamia nuts, consider them an occasional treat, not a daily staple. When you do enjoy them, stick to a very small serving, perhaps 4 to 5 nuts at a time. It's best to pair them with something high in fiber, like a leafy green salad, to help you feel fuller and balance the caloric intake. Be mindful of your overall daily calorie budget when incorporating these. For a similar healthy fat profile without the extreme calorie density, opt for avocados or olives. So, there you have it, the 5 nuts that, while sometimes praised for certain nutrients, carry notable risks or drawbacks for those of us navigating the health landscape after 50. Making these small, informed changes to your nut choices can have a surprisingly big impact on your long-term health. But don't worry, we're not just telling you what to avoid. In the next section, we're going to share the 5 amazing nuts you should be eating, and how to get the most out of them. Stay tuned. 5 nuts you should be eating, great for heart, brain, joints, and digestion after 50. Alright, now for the exciting part. After discussing the nuts to be wary of, let's shift our focus to the true nutritional champions. These are the 5 types of nuts you absolutely should be incorporating into your diet after 50 to proactively support your heart, brain, joints, and digestive health. These powerhouses are backed by science and can truly help you glow beyond 50. For each nut, I'll highlight its standout benefits, share what research says, and explain the best ways to enjoy them for maximum impact. Point 1. Walnuts. Let's kick things off with walnuts. These brain-shaped nuts aren't just a quirky visual, they are truly a superstar for your brain and overall health, especially as you age. Walnuts are unique among nuts because they are an excellent source of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, which is a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. This makes them incredibly valuable for fighting inflammation throughout your body. Why they're great after 50. Heart health. The omega-3s in walnuts help reduce harmful cholesterol, LDL, lower blood pressure, and improve blood vessel function, all of which are critical for preventing heart disease. Brain power. Research consistently links regular walnut consumption to improved cognitive function. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging found that older adults, over 55, who regularly ate walnuts showed improved performance on cognitive tests, including memory, concentration, and information processing speed. The antioxidants and omega-3s protect brain cells from damage and support neural pathways. Anti-inflammatory. Their rich antioxidant profile helps combat chronic inflammation, which is a root cause of many age-related diseases, from arthritis to heart disease. How to enjoy them. Walnuts are incredibly versatile. You can toss them into your morning oatmeal or yogurt, sprinkle them over a salad for added crunch and nutrition, or simply enjoy them as a standalone snack. Safe serving. Aim for about 7 to 10 half walnuts per day. This provides a good dose of omega-3s without excessive calories. Point 2. Pistachios. Next up are pistachios, those vibrant green nuts that are as delicious as they are beneficial. Often sold in their shells, pistachios offer unique advantages for blood sugar control and overall well-being. Why they're great after 50. Blood sugar control. Pistachios have a lower glycemic index compared to many other nuts, meaning they cause a slower and more stable rise in blood sugar. Studies have shown they can help improve insulin sensitivity, which is crucial for preventing or managing type 2 diabetes, a growing concern after 50. Cholesterol management. They are rich in phytosterols, which help block the absorption of dietary cholesterol, and they've been shown to significantly increase beneficial HDL, good, cholesterol while lowering LDL, bad, cholesterol. Eye health. Pistachios are packed with lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful antioxidants that are essential for eye health and can help protect against age-related macular degeneration and cataracts. Weight management. The act of shelling pistachios naturally slows down your eating, making you more mindful of your intake. This can be a surprisingly effective strategy for managing snack portions and supporting weight goals. How to enjoy them. Always choose unsalted, in-shell pistachios. This encourages mindful eating. They make a fantastic snack on their own, or you can add them to savory dishes like salads or even crush them lightly to coat fish or chicken. Safe serving. A typical serving is about a quarter cup, around 49 nuts, of shelled pistachios, but sticking to 30 to 40 nuts with shells can be a good visual guide for portion control. Point 3. Raw almonds. While we cautioned against salted roasted almonds earlier, raw almonds are a completely different story. They are truly a powerhouse for your health after 50. They're widely available and incredibly versatile. Why they're great after 50. Bone and skin health. Almonds are an excellent source of vitamin E and magnesium. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that protects skin cells from damage and supports skin elasticity, while magnesium is crucial for bone density, nerve function, and regulating blood sugar. Digestive health. They are rich in soluble fiber, which acts as a prebiotic, feeding beneficial gut bacteria. This helps promote regular bowel movements, preventing common issues like constipation that can become more prevalent with age. The fiber also aids in blood sugar control and satiety. Heart protection. Their monounsaturated fats and fiber contribute to lower LDL cholesterol levels and support overall cardiovascular health. How to enjoy them. The best way to enjoy almonds for maximum benefit and digestibility is to soak them in water for 6 to 8 hours, or overnight, before consumption. Soaking helps remove phytic acid, an anti-nutrient that can hinder mineral absorption, and it makes them easier to digest. You can then peel the skin off, optional, and eat them as is, or add them to smoothies, yogurt, or oatmeal. Safe serving. A handful, approximately 23 whole almonds, about 28 grams, is an ideal daily serving. Point 4. Pecans. Often overshadowed by walnuts, pecans are another incredibly beneficial nut, especially when it comes to powerful antioxidants and healthy fats. These sweet, buttery nuts are native to North America and are a fantastic addition to your diet after 50. Why they're great after 50. Potent antioxidants. Pecans are packed with over 19 vitamins and minerals, and contain more antioxidants than any other tree nut, according to some studies. They are particularly rich in ellagic acid, an antioxidant known for its anti-inflammatory properties that can support joint health and overall cellular protection. Heart health. Like other healthy nuts, pecans contribute to cardiovascular well-being by reducing LDL cholesterol and improving blood lipid profiles. Their monounsaturated fats are excellent for heart health, brain support. The antioxidants and healthy fats also play a role in protecting brain cells from oxidative stress, contributing to cognitive vitality. How to enjoy them? Pecans have a wonderfully rich, buttery flavor that makes them a perfect snack. They're also excellent in salads, roasted vegetables, or as a topping for oatmeal or even healthy baked goods. Avoid candied or heavily processed pecans. Safe serving, a small handful, roughly 10 to 15 pecan halves per day, is a good portion to reap the benefits without overdoing calories. Point 5. Flax seeds. Lastly, let's talk about flax seeds. While technically seeds, not nuts, they are so incredibly beneficial and often used in similar culinary ways that they deserve a place on this list, especially for their unique digestive and heart health advantages. After 50. Why they're great. After 50, omega-3 ALA powerhouse. Flax seeds are one of the richest plant-based sources of ALA omega-3 fatty acids, even more so than walnuts. This makes them exceptional for reducing inflammation, supporting heart health, and potentially benefiting brain function. Cholesterol reduction. They contain both soluble and insoluble fiber, which work together. The soluble fiber forms a gel-like substance that binds with cholesterol in your digestive system, helping to excrete it from the body and effectively lowering harmful LDL cholesterol. Chronic constipation relief. The insoluble fiber adds bulk to your stool, promoting regularity and helping to alleviate chronic constipation, a common issue as we age. Their mucilage content also soothes the digestive tract. Lignin-rich. Flax seeds are also incredibly rich in lignans, which are plant compounds with antioxidant and weak estrogenic properties. Lignans may offer benefits for hormone balance and protection against certain cancers. How to enjoy them? This is crucial. Flax seeds must be ground, or milled, before consumption for your body to absorb their nutrients effectively. Whole flax seeds will mostly pass through your digestive system undigested. You can buy them pre-ground or grind them yourself in a coffee grinder. Add ground flax seeds to your daily smoothie, sprinkle them over yogurt or oatmeal, or mix them into pancake batter or soups. Safe serving. Start with 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds per day and ensure you drink plenty of water, as their fiber content requires adequate hydration. So, there you have it, 5 incredible nuts and seeds that offer targeted benefits for your health after 50. By making these smart substitutions and incorporating these powerhouses into your daily routine, you're actively supporting your heart, brain, joints, and digestion. Remember, it's not just about what you eat, but how you eat it. In our next section, we'll talk about the best practices for consuming nuts to maximize their benefits and ensure safety. Stay with us. How to eat nuts effectively, safely, and optimally after 50. Alright, we've covered which nuts to be cautious about and which ones are your allies. Now, let's bring it all together with how to actually eat nuts effectively, safely, and optimally. Once you're over 50, it's not just about what you eat, but how you eat it that makes a significant difference for absorption, digestion, and avoiding potential pitfalls. Point 1. Choose the right form. Unprocessed is best. This is perhaps the most crucial rule. Always opt for nuts that are raw, unsalted, and unsweetened. Think about it, you want the pure, natural goodness of the nut, not a hefty dose of industrial salt, refined sugar, or unhealthy oils. Avoid salted, honey-roasted, candied, or chocolate-covered nuts. These add unnecessary sodium, sugar, and often unhealthy fats that counteract the very benefits you're seeking. High sodium, as we discussed, can elevate blood pressure, and excess sugar contributes to inflammation and blood sugar spikes. Choose raw, dry roasted, or sprouted nuts. These retain their natural nutrients without the added harm. Sprouted nuts, if you can find them, are even better, as the sprouting process can enhance digestibility and nutrient availability. Point 2. Mind your portions. The power of a small handful. Nuts are nutrient-dense, but they're also calorie-dense. While beneficial, overdoing it can lead to unwanted weight gain. The ideal amount, for most adults over 50, a serving size of about 1 ounce, 28 to 30 grams, per day is generally ideal. This is roughly equivalent to a small handful that fits comfortably in your palm. Why portions matter. Sticking to this guideline ensures you get the heart-healthy fats, protein, and fiber without consuming excessive calories. It's about balance, not deprivation. Remember, even good calories add up. 3. Rotate your nuts. Diversity is key. Don't get stuck on just one type of nut, even if it's a good one. Varying your nut intake is vital for 2 reasons. Broader nutrient spectrum. Different nuts offer unique profiles of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. By rotating them, you ensure your body receives a wider array of beneficial compounds. Avoid overload. This helps prevent the accumulation of certain compounds That can be problematic in excess, like selenium from Brazil nuts or oxalates from cashews. Think of it as a nutritional safety net. Aim to include a different, good, nut each day of the week if possible. Point 4. Hydrate adequately, especially with fiber-rich nuts. Nuts, especially those high in fiber like almonds and flax seeds, need water to move through your digestive system smoothly. Why? Water is crucial. Fiber absorbs water to form a gel-like substance, aiding digestion and preventing constipation. Without enough fluid, high-fiber foods can actually worsen constipation and lead to discomfort like bloating. Action step: always drink a good glass of water when you eat nuts, and ensure you maintain good overall hydration throughout the day. Point 5. Timing matters. Avoid empty stomach or before bed when you eat. Nuts can influence how well your body processes them and how they affect you, not on an empty stomach. For some nuts like cashews that can be heavy, eating them on an empty stomach might lead to indigestion or bloating. Pair them with other foods. Avoid before bed. While nuts can be a healthy evening snack, their fat content can sometimes slow digestion, potentially leading to discomfort or interrupting sleep if eaten too close to bedtime. Give your body a few hours to digest before lying down. Point 6. Combine for better digestion and absorption. Integrating nuts into balanced meals can enhance their benefits and make them easier to digest. With vegetables, sprinkle chopped nuts over salads or steamed vegetables for added healthy fats, protein, and crunch. This helps with nutrient absorption from the veggies. In smoothies or yogurt, ground flax seeds or chopped walnuts blend perfectly into smoothies, adding fiber and omega-3s. With porridge or oats, a fantastic way to start your day, providing sustained energy and satiety. By following these simple yet powerful guidelines, you can ensure that the nuts you choose become true allies in your quest for optimal health after 50. You'll be maximizing their benefits while minimizing any potential downsides. Up next, we'll wrap everything up and give you some clear calls to action to empower you on your health journey. Alright, we've covered a lot of ground today on our journey to making smarter choices about nuts after 50. Let's quickly recap the key takeaways. Because knowledge only truly empowers you when you put it into action. We've clearly identified the 5 types of nuts you should approach with caution or even avoid once you're past your 5th decade. Brazil nuts due to selenium overload, peanuts because of potential aflatoxin risks, cashews for their oxalate content and potential digestive issues, salted roasted almonds for their high sodium, and macadamia nuts for their extreme calorie density. Remember, it's not about them being inherently bad, but about their specific risks becoming more pronounced as our bodies age. But more importantly, we celebrated the 5 power-packed nuts you should be eating to truly nourish your body. Walnuts for brain and heart health, pistachios for blood sugar and eye support, raw almonds for bones, digestion, and skin, pecans for their mighty antioxidants, and flax seeds for unparalleled omega-3s and gut health. And we wrapped it up with essential tips on how to eat them, choosing unprocessed forms, minding your portions, rotating varieties, staying hydrated, and smart timing. The biggest takeaway here is this: after 50, your body truly needs to be fed with wisdom, not just old habits. What served you well in your 20s or 30s might need adjustments now. By making these informed choices about something as seemingly simple as nuts, you're taking powerful, proactive steps towards a healthier, more vibrant you. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What type of nuts are you eating every day? Have you noticed any specific effects, good or bad? Share your experiences and insights in the comments section below. Your story could genuinely help another member of our GlowBeyond 50 community live healthier and smarter. If you found this video helpful and valuable, please do us a favor, like this video, and share it with your friends, family, or